From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, son.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Here's another carry for Harris.
And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
You talk about this Bengals defense. Well, they were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the 1st down.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Bengals at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Gun. Dot.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Play action. It's Fields. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Here's Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's not going to sniff the first. Here, he stopped at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Lacy hit. He lost the football. It's out.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery. But he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And that'll be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get set. Cut.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 11. Cut.
Now Burrow. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9.
Now it's Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game.
Now Burrow changing the look.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Whitaker. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
12.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Let's get set.
Burrow will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. from the gun. They'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
Here we go.
Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Stop.
3rd and goal. Burrow. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
The 1st down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful. And now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. A short throw caught by Andrews. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Got a man. It's Brown. He's across midfield and finally brought down at the 38. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 1, ready?
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And a short pickup to about the 25. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Here we go, son.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. .39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
On 1, ready?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And this is caught. It's Brown. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Stop. Stop.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 6-yard line.
Stop.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it into the end zone with no time left in the second quarter as they take the lead. So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the second half.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Powering his way forward. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun, here's Fields. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Don't jump. Ready?
Fields going to toss. The ball comes out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now it's Fields.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Go.
Harris running straight ahead. And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Open man, there's Darnell Washington.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here we go.
Now a give, running left is Harris.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, 31 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
This is 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. A good pickup there at 22.
On 2. Gun. Shot.
Burrow looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go. Shot.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Shot.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Shot.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Whitaker. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll set up a throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 60. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Up. Good night.
To throw is Fields. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Here we go, son. Right.
Now Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit. Oh, right on the heels of the pick 6, another ball intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. And McPherson on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the... Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Daxton Hill picks it off. And here in the 4th quarter...
You know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Option play. Here's a give to Brown.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Right back to Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? This is Brown going up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run that time. They couldn't close him down, and now 9 yards makes for a very different situation on 4th and goal.
You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Fields now to throw.
He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Big strides. Look at him go.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mark Andrews, 52 yards.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be stuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They will toss to Brown. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And here's Ryan Wright now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Bengals, They move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem